It was a sunny morning in Cozyville, and the friends were playing in Luna's room. "Vroom! Zoom!" shouted Milo the silly monkey as he raced his toy car across the floor. Penny, the pink penguin with a shiny purple bow, was making her toy ducky splash splash in a bowl of water. And Toto, the smart little green turtle with glasses, was building a tower with colorful blocks. "Time for a potty break," said Luna, the cheerful girl with chestnut ponytails and a yellow hoodie. She skipped off to the bathroom, but stopped at the door. Gurgle, glug, sploosh. "Uh-oh," said Luna, peeking inside. The toilet was making funny sounds. The water bubbled. A toy boat was floating in the bowl. "Milo," Luna called. "Did you put your boat in the potty?" Milo scratched his head. "Well, the duck needed a lake." "Toilets are not for toys," said Toto seriously, holding up his block tower like a warning sign. Luna pointed at the growing puddle on the floor. "This is a toilet emergency." Penny waddled over with wide eyes. "What do we do now?" "We fix it," Luna said. She grabbed a towel. Milo grabbed a plunger, backwards. Penny held her duck high above her head. And Toto? He grabbed his notebook and yelled, "This is Operation Plot Patrol!" "Plot Patrol, assemble!" shouted Toto, adjusting his tiny glasses. Luna, Milo, Penny, and Toto stood in front of the bathroom like real heroes. Milo held a towel like a cape. Milo wore a plunger as a helmet. Penny carried a roll of toilet paper like a royal scroll. And Toto held his very important notebook. "Mission number 1. Find out what's inside the potty," said Toto. "I already know!" Milo raised his hand. "A boat, 3 ducks, my red block, and maybe a jelly bean?" Luna's eyes widened. "Milo!" "It was for the duck," Milo said. "He was hungry." Luna peeked into the toilet. "Okay, the boat is stuck. The duck is upside down. The jelly bean is... ew. We need a grown-up," said Penny, hopping from flipper to flipper. "No," said Milo dramatically. "We can do it ourselves. We are the Plot Patrol." Toto cleared his throat. "Actually, the grown-up solution is usually the best one." "But what if we make a plan first?" said Luna. "Like superheroes." "Yes," shouted Milo. "Step 1, rescue the duck." He leaned in and splash! His sleeve got wet. "Ew!" he screamed, waving his arm. Penny sprayed it with pink-scented water from her penguin bottle. "Step 2, said Luna. "Let's stop the water from spreading." They surrounded the toilet with towels like a big fluffy moat. "Step 3, said Toto. "Write a list of things that do not go in the toilet." He scribbled in his notebook, "No boats, no ducks, no blah, no jelly beans, no toys at all." Penny added, "Only potty things." "Exactly," said Luna. "Now, gurgle sploosh." The toilet gurgled again. Everyone froze. "Okay," yelled Milo. "Time for step 4. Get help." They all ran down the hall yelling, "Mom!" Luna's mom came running down the hallway in her cozy slippers. "What's going on in here?" she asked, blinking at the towel trail. Luna pointed dramatically. "The toilet is clogged. There's a boat, a duck, and maybe a jelly bean." Milo nodded proudly. "We are the Plot Patrol." Penny saluted with her toilet paper roll. Mom peeked into the bathroom and tried very hard not to laugh. "Well," she said gently, "this looks like a job for a grown-up, with gloves." Toto opened his notebook. "We already made a list of things that should not go into the potty." Mom read it aloud. "No boats, no ducks, no blocks, no jelly beans. Very smart." She crouched down and looked at them seriously. "Friends, what is the toilet for?" Luna raised her hand. "Pee and poop, and toilet paper," added Penny quickly. Mom nodded. "Yes, not toys. Toys belong in the toy box, not the toilet." Milo raised his paw. But what if the duck just really wanted a swim? Mom smiled. Then maybe we can make the duck a bathtub. Yeah! Milo shouted. With bubbles! Okay, let's clean this up together, said Mom. She gave Luna a mop, Penny some gloves, and handed Milo a bucket. Toto wrote in his notebook, Operation Cleanup Mode Engaged. The team wiped, scrubbed, and dried every drop. Mom pulled on rubber gloves and gently removed the poor soggy toys. Penny, said Luna, can you give the duck a proper bath? On it, Penny chirped, waddling off with her soggy friend. Milo looked down at his block, now very drippy. I think it needs a nap. Mom laughed. Next time, just tell me if the potty is clogged, okay? Luna hugged her. We promise, Milo added. No more jelly beans in the toilet. Or ducks, said Penny. Or dragons, shouted Milo. Toto sighed. There were never any dragons. After the bathroom sparkled like new, and the duck was safely sun-drying on a towel, Luna clapped her hands. We need a sign. A big one, said Milo. With sparkles. Toto nodded. To remind everyone, no toys in the potty, ever. Penny waddled over with her art box. Let's make posters. So the team got to work. Luna grabbed a big piece of yellow paper and wrote in big letters, No toys in the toilet. Milo drew a superhero duck with a cape flying away from the bathroom. Penny added a smiley face and glued on a jelly bean. Not real, just a sticker. Toto carefully wrote at the bottom in neat turtle letters, Approved by the Plot Patrol, 100% official. Where should we put it? Asked Luna. Above the toilet, said Milo. And one on the toy box, said Penny. And maybe one on me, said Milo, sticking a sticker on his forehead. Let's make more, shouted Luna. We can put one in the hallway and the bathtub and... Under my pillow, Milo interrupted. Toto blinked. That one might not be useful, but Luna giggled. It'll be our reminder that we learned something important today. What? Asked Milo. Luna smiled. That toilets are for potty things only, not for duck adventures. Milo leaned in seriously. But duck adventures are okay in the bathtub, right? Absolutely, said Mom from the doorway. In fact, I'll run a bath right now. Quack! Quack mission time! Milo shouted, grabbing the now dry duck. As the tub filled with bubbles, Penny made one last poster. Flush, flush, hooray! Clean potty every day. They taped it next to the sink. I think this was our greatest mission yet, said Toto, closing his notebook with a proud smile. Bubbless. The bathroom was filled with the sound of gurgling water, soap fizz, and Milo's excited monkey squeals. It's the biggest bath ever, he shouted, tossing in bath toys like confetti. Floating across the warm bubbly sea were the superhero duck, now with a cape made from a washcloth, a plastic boat with Penny's jelly bean sticker still on the side, and even Toto's waterproof notebook for bath-based observations, he said. Luna dipped her fingers into the water. This is perfect. Penny wore her sparkly purple shower cap and floated on a soft sponge, humming a made-up bubble song. Toto sat on the edge with his feet in the tub. All water activities now happening in safe toilet-free zones, he said proudly. Milo splashed his paws in the water. Captain Duck, ready for takeoff. He launched the duck into a bubble cloud, and it flew plop back into the tub. Mom peeked in and smiled. This, she said, is the kind of mess I like. She handed out fluffy towels shaped like animals. Luna's had a bunny hood. Penny's was a penguin, of course. Milo's looked like a banana, and Toto's was perfectly plain and turtle green. As Luna wrapped up in her towel, she whispered, I'm really glad we learned this lesson. Me too, said Penny, squeezing water out of her flippers. Toto made one final note in his notebook. Bath time equals yes. Toilet time equals not for toys. Fun equals always. I think the Plot Patrol deserves a reward, said Mom. Snack time, yelled Milo. Exactly, she smiled. The four friends zoomed down the hallway in towel capes like superheroes, clean, proud, and ready for muffins. After snack time, banana muffins, apple slices, and one almost dropped jelly bean, the friends gathered in Luna's room again. This was our greatest mission ever, said Toto, flipping open his clean and dry notebook. Milo had muffin crumbs on his cheek, and a banana sticker stuck to his forehead. We should do this every day. Clog the toilet? Asked Penny with wide eyes. No! Everyone shouted together. I mean, Milo giggled. Go on adventures, like real heroes. We kind of are real heroes, said Luna, brushing muffin crumbs off her lap. We stopped a toilet disaster. We made signs, added Penny proudly. We cleaned up the mess, said Toto, and learned a very important lesson. They all looked at each other, then shouted together, Paw Patrol! Luna jumped up. We should make it official, a real club. Yes, said Milo. With a handshake, and badges and snacks. Toto flipped to a new page. Let's write the rules. Penny grabbed her glitter markers. Together, they wrote, The Plot Patrol Club rules: no toys in the toilet. Potty only goes in the potty. Always tell a grown-up if something's stuck. Ducks belong in the tub. Plot Patrol never gives up. Wash your hands, every single time. And we need a pledge, said Luna. She stood tall and placed a rubber duck on her head like a crown. Repeat after me. They all raised one hand. Well, Penny raised a flipper and chanted, I promise to protect the potty. I'll keep it clean and toy-free. I will never flush a jelly bean. I am brave. I am clean. I am Plot Patrol. Then they collapsed into giggles and pillows. Outside, the sun began to set, painting the sky with soft pink and orange clouds. And inside, four very happy heroes snuggled in for a well-earned story time, one that didn't include boats in the bathroom. The next day in Cozyville was peaceful. Too peaceful. Luna was reading a book on her bed. Toto was updating the official Plot Patrol notebook with new potty facts. Milo was building a tower made entirely out of clean socks, and Penny was brushing her penguin feathers. Then they heard it. Ploop. Ploop. F. F. Whoosh. Uh-oh, whispered Toto, his ears twitching. Was that the toilet again? Asked Penny, clutching her glitter marker. Nope, said Luna, jumping up. That came from the bathroom sink. They rushed down the hallway and gasped. The bathroom was completely filled with bubbles. Big ones, small ones, bouncing ones, glittery ones. The sink was overflowing with foam, and on the mirror, someone had written, Milo was here. Milo froze. I just wanted to make super bubbles. You used half a bottle of shampoo, Toto shouted, flapping his notebook. And all of the dish soap. I wanted the duck to have a foam party, Milo mumbled. Penny peeked in and squeaked, The duck is surfing on the shampoo. Indeed, the superhero rubber duck was gliding across the sink like a tiny foam surfer. Luna laughed, but only a little. Plot Patrol, we have another mission. Toto sighed and flipped to a fresh page. Operation Bubble Trouble. Step 1. Stop the suds. Step 2. Save the duck. Step 3. No more surprise experiments. Penny waddled in with a towel wrapped around her head like a pirate. Ready, she said. Fluff fighters to the rescue. Luna turned off the sink. Toto scooped bubbles into a bucket, and Milo gently scooped the foamy duck into a towel. We need a new sign, said Toto. Let's add it to the rules, said Luna. Penny wrote it in sparkly ink. No science experiments without a grown-up. The Plot Patrol nodded. And just like that, The bathroom was saved again. The next morning, Luna walked into her room and gasped. Toys were everywhere. Stuffed animals buried in socks, puzzle pieces in the laundry basket. Milo's robot was riding a toothbrush. "Oh no," she said. "This room needs a serious cleanup." Toto peeked in and dropped his notebook. "Toy chaos alert!" Penny waddled in and almost tripped over a plastic carrot. "It's a disaster zone!" "Where's Milo?" asked Luna. "Right here!" Milo shouted from inside the laundry hamper. Only his ears and a superhero cape stuck out. Luna took a deep breath. "Time for plot patrol training." "For the toys," added Toto, adjusting his glasses. They gathered all the stuffed animals, dolls, blocks, and even the plastic duck into a neat circle on the floor. "Welcome, everyone," said Luna, standing in front like a teacher. "This is Toy School," said Penny, wearing a bow tie and holding a pointer made from a straw. Toto drew on a small chalkboard. "Rules for happy toys and clean homes. No diving into toilets. No surfing in sinks. All blocks live in the block bin. Dirty toys take bubble baths, not bubble floods. Jelly beans are not food for duck." The toys listened very seriously. "Well," said Milo, pretending to be a talking bear, "I had no idea the potty was off limits. I was just looking for the ocean," added a mermaid doll in a squeaky voice. Penny nodded. "That's okay. Now you know." Then, Luna made it official. She handed out tiny badges made from paper circles and stickers that read, "Certified Cleanup Cadet." Each toy got one, even the duck. "Okay, everyone," said Toto. "Back to your stations." The team carefully placed every toy in its cozy spot. Blocks in their bin, dolls on the shelf. The duck now had a small plastic tub labeled, "Approved bath time only." And when it was done, the room sparkled. "Best training ever," said Luna. "Snack time now?" Milo whispered hopefully. That afternoon, the Plot Patrol went to visit their friend Benny the Beaver. Benny lived in a cozy house near the river with wooden floors, tree stump stools, and the fluffiest welcome mat ever. "Hi!" Benny waved, his big front teeth peeking out from a muffin-filled smile. "Want to come see my new bathtub?" "New bathtub?" asked Milo, eyes sparkling. "Does it shoot bubbles?" "It has jets," Benny said proudly. "Whoa," whispered Penny, clutching her feathers. As the group followed Benny down the hall, Toto squinted. "Do I smell shampoo?" They peeked into the bathroom and froze. The new tub was filled all the way to the top and still bubbling. Soap foam spilled over the edges. Rubber duckies floated in formation. A plastic boat spun in a whirlpool. And right in the middle sat Benny's little brother Finn, a tiny beaver in swimming goggles, giggling like crazy. "I made a bubble mountain," Finn cheered. The water gurgled ominously. "Uh-oh," said Luna. "This looks familiar." "Toilet trouble too. The bathtub strikes back," Milo whispered. Toto sighed and opened his notebook again. Operation: Bath Overflow Emergency. Step 1. Turn off the jets. Step 2. Rescue the duckies. Step 3. Contain the suds. "Finn," called Benny. "Did you ask Mom before turning this on?" Finn blinked behind his goggles. "No?" Luna smiled kindly. "Let's turn it off together." They carefully turned the knob. Gurgle, hiss, stop, and the jets calmed down. Bubbles slowly settled like a sleepy cloud. Milo scooped duckies into a towel. Penny made a sudsy fence with shampoo bottles. Toto handed Benny a pen. "Would you like to join the Plot Patrol?" Benny saluted. "I do." They added a new poster in Benny's bathroom. "No groan. Up equals no jet time." Finn added a crayon drawing of a duck giving a thumbs up. Crisis averted. Bathroom saved. Again. That evening, the sun dipped low over Cozyville. painting the sky with tangerine clouds and lemonade pink light. At Luna's house, the living room had been transformed. A big pillow circle, a banner made from paper towels that read, "Plot Patrol Heroes." And in the middle, a muffin tower. Luna clapped her hands. "Tonight, we celebrate. Who's getting a badge?" asked Milo, his face already dusted with powdered sugar. "Everyone," said Penny, waddling out with a basket of hand-drawn paper badges, glittering with jelly bean stickers and crayon stars. Toto, dressed in his best green sweater vest, held up a scroll. Tonight's official bubble badge recipients are Luna, for quick thinking and towel fort engineering. Milo for duck rescues, even if he caused half the trouble. Penny for being the sparkle glue that kept the team together. Toto for excellent notebook management and rule creation. Benny for joining the mission and stopping Bubble Mountain. Finn for bravely surrendering the tub jets. "I surrender with honor," Finn whispered proudly from a beanbag chair. Each hero received a shiny badge and a mini muffin. Luna helped Finn pin his to his pajamas, which still had bubble shapes on them. Then Penny tapped a spoon on her juice box. "I'd like to tell a story." Everyone leaned in. Once upon a time, 4 friends made a mess. A splashy, bubbly, oopsie mess. "Hey," said Milo. "That was me." But instead of hiding it, Penny continued, "they fixed it, they learned, and they helped others too." Luna smiled. Even the duck learned his lesson. Toto opened his notebook to the last page. Plot Patrol motto: be brave. Be clean. Never flush a jelly bean. They all cheered, and as the stars sparkled outside, the Plot Patrol snuggled under one big blanket, giggling, muffin munching, and already dreaming of their next adventure.